Yo, what's going on guys? It's me, Scooby. Do you want the best, most realistic shader pack for mid-range devices? Stick around. And like always, if you do not know how to install add-ons or you want to download this add-on for yourself, links are in the description down below. So this is the shader pack right here, and I'm not going to even try to pronounce the name, but it's right here and it's made by this person right here. All you need to do is make sure it's active and join a world. So this is how it looks once you load in. As you can tell straight away, the sky looks great. Just look at that, like the 3D effect of the skies and the clouds make it super cool. Now I will say this shader pack doesn't allow like wiggling leaves or wiggling grass, as you can see, but it still has very nice shadows, as you can see there, and it goes darker the more deeper you go in over here. But the grass and leaves do not wiggle, which is a bit weird, but it'll be made up by what I'll show you next. Now it'll be made up by this right here. As you can see, I have different types of blocks of different precious metals. As you can see in here, I've got iron, emerald, diamond, copper, and gold. So if I place them down, you'll see instantly, if you look at them, they're actually more 3D and actually very like reflective. As you can see, you can kind of see a reflection in it. If you go up here, you can definitely tell that the sky's reflecting in it. If you go like that, very cool in that. And if we place down emeralds, you'll see that these are much more detailed and very 3D looking, and also does have a bit of a reflection, as you can see. So we can do that with the diamonds too. Let's actually place them over here, and as you can see, these you can tell the most easiest that it's reflective by just the sheer amount of shine you get over it. As you can see like the sun right there in the reflection. Very cool. Now we can go to copper. Actually, I don't think copper changes much, but it's still pretty reflective. Now we go to gold, and as you can see, gold looks absolutely incredible. Just look at that. Just look at the high detail and all that, the reflectiveness and all that. Very cool. But let's go back on to the normal review. So like I said before, the grass on that doesn't wiggle, but if you go through the water, you can see the water is very nicely colored and all that. It doesn't wiggle up and down, but you can see a nice reflection of the sky in the water, which is very cool. As you can see, the water does not move up, and if you go underwater, this is how it looks. You can see it's quite dark and gloomy and all that, and you actually can't really see light from the light objects underneath, as you can tell from here, which is pretty cool. Very different compared to some of the shader packs out there. This is how it looks at night. Now this is by far one of my favorite nights out there. Just look, a very nice and very pleasant blue sky out there, and a very kind of subtle darkness out there, which is very cool. As you can see, you still got the nice clouds out there, very cool, and that's the moon up there, nice stars and all that. And here's some of the light objects at night. So this shader pack is more about the realistic reflections than anything else, which is quite different compared to other types of shaders. So there's not much different with the glow of certain things and all that. So let's just go down a quick time lapse of the different lighting. And one final thing, the water at night looks very nice and very cool and all that, very aesthetic, as you can see. And you can still see the light through there, but once you go underwater, you barely can see the objects, which I think is very different and all that. Now let's check what happens when it's thunderstorming. And as you can see, it goes very dark, and all the light of that basically becomes non-existent from all the light sources, which is very cool. And as you can see, it's very dark and gloomy. The only thing that's bright is the sheep over here, but other than that, everything's very dark. It's even darker than night, I would say, which is pretty neat. And finally, let's go into the nether. So, of course, some shaders do the nether very nice and some shaders don't. This one does it like kind of middle in. Everything's a bit more dull, as you can see, but it still looks very nice, as you can tell by all this color and all that. It's pretty cool. It's not as bright as I would like it, but it's not bad either. It's more atmospheric, if I would say so myself, if you look into the distance, all that. Here's some lava. Yeah, like I said, it's more atmospheric than anything, but this by far has one of the best, most realistic reflections on some of the cool blocks. So if you did enjoy, make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe, share this video with all your friends, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.